video, I showed you how to use one of the predefined environments that I've set up for the users of this hub. But sometimes you want to bring in your own environment, your own image into your hub. So we can do that with this bring your own image thing right here. So we click that, and then we can, put in the location of some image to load up into our JupyterHub. So let's talk about how you create that image, something that will work on a JupyterHub. I'm going to show you an example where we've created an image for working with the ArcGIS Python API so that you can work with data in ArcGIS. Okay, so let's go here. I'm on this a GitHub repository. This is a really nice way to create Docker images. Makes it really easy. So there's my image. And so we're going to go into this one right here. So the key thing is you got your Dockerfile. And when you are building an image that's going to be running on a JupyterHub, you need to have an appropriate base image. So this is a pretty standard one, just the Jupyter Docker Stacks base notebook. That's going to get you your basic Jupyter notebook and then some Python. All right, so we are going to add to that this Jupyter server. It's kind of funny, but the Jupyter Docker Stack does not have this one little package that we need to run on a JupyterHub. So we do need to add this thing right here. All right, so with those two things, we're ready. We have an image that would run just fine on a JupyterHub. So now we need to install our package that we want. So we are installing the ArcGIS package from Esri. And we also are installing these Jupyter Lab extensions with this ArcGIS map widget. The instructions for creating a Docker image like this are on the ArcGIS documentation for this Python widget, Python API. The rest of my Docker image is just some extra things that I added that I wanted inside the virtual machine. In particular, I wanted Git. So Git is listed in the app text file that you would see in this ArcGIS folder. So this is just installing that. Okay, so, but the real things I need are just this right here. Okay, so once I've created this Docker file, I then need to make it into an image. Need to build that. So within Jupyter, within GitHub, we've got this workflows. This is where I'll have my GitHub actions. So we have this GitHub action. It's going to create my Docker image. And this workflow is simply a boilerplate that you copy, and you're going to edit out this part here. So this is where the location of that Docker file is. This is the Docker file, and this is where you're going to be publishing it, and its tag. So there we go. It's pretty easy to follow, and just replace the stuff you need. Now, once you have that in there, that's going to run whenever there's a change to that folder, and it's going to create your image right over here in packages. So there we go. We have our ArcGIS image. So we can go ahead and copy this location once that is built. Okay, so, oh, by the way, if you haven't used GitHub Actions, when you create these things, there's this tab here. You can go to Actions, and you just kind of watch to see if things built okay. All right. So now I've got the location of that image, and what I need to do is go back here, make sure I've checked that, and I can paste that in there. So that's my ArcGIS. Now I'm going to spin up this environment with ArcGIS. There we go. This is starting into this classic notebook, which I don't really want. So I'm going to go back to lab. Here we go. Okay. So here's a notebook. I'll just show you a quick example. So I'm going to import that. And now I'm going to be creating a map. There we go. All right, works. Yay. All right, so I hope that's helpful. You know, any Docker image that you can build, just need to build it off a base that'll work on a JupyterHub. So just that base from, say, the Jupyter base notebook, and you can spin it up in a JupyterHub. Hope that helps.